Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday, and thank you for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, we're heading back to the CGI Netflix show again, and this time we're looking at one of my final single-carded 5.5 or 5-inch scale figures in the collection, and that of Skeletor Reborn. We'll take a look at him in the packaging. Unfortunately, I do not have any of this loose at all. Keep in mind the packaging, but we'll take a look at him in the packaging. We'll see what he comes with. We'll look at the artwork as well. We'll take a look at his power tech features, and we'll go from there, guys. So here we go. This is part of the CGI show, and there's Skeletor as he looked like in the CGI show. This little mugshot or glamour shot. You have Grayskull here, and I have done a review, guys. For anybody who's new to the channel, I have done a review of this particular Grayskull on the channel. It's pretty cool Grayskull. You got the Netflix logo. You have the Skeletor right there. This is kind of like their version of Skelegod from the how the Masterverse line, the Revelation line. This particular Skeletor too also got the power of Havoc, and I believe the power of Grayskull as well. So it's kind of a mashup between the two figures. Comes with an energy skeleton ball right there. It's like a Terror Claw, you can make this like a single Terror Claw version of Skeletor right there with this green hand right here. You got the power attacker feature. So this particular toy brand has done that vintage 80s style spring-loaded waist like the old 80s versions used to do, which is pretty cool. There's the Skeletor right there. You have the He-Man and the Master of the Universe logo right there from the Netflix show. Skeletor Reborn. You got the Mattel logo. And this packaging is slightly different from the packaging from previous, CGI toy line. This is more open. You can actually, move the figure around if you wish. Twist the head. You can bend at the arms and in the hand as well. And this also is a little bit different. Let me show you before we get to the back of the box right here. Is this version does bend at the arms somewhat, but it does twist. Something a little different. And the hand does twist around, so there is some movement in the arms where normally the normal CGI figures from this particular toy line does not. So this is something a little different that the Mattel has done for this particular toy brand here. You can bend at the elbow here, and you might be able to bend at the knees as well. You can twist at the body, it is spring-loaded, so it's pretty cool. So so I guess we're trying to do something a little different. I feel like it's a little too late now with these figures. They're trying to give us a little bit more movement in the toy line here near the end of its run, but it's still pretty cool. Of course, let's flip around the back. You can see the back of Skeletor right there. What he looks like in the back. Okay. There's his action call out right there. That does launch. If you shoot it, you can shoot that energy ball from him. Which is a little different. And also, I just noticed. And sorry, it says real fast. It says "Try me." He-Man. There's the logo again of He-Man from the show. We got the Mattel. And some warnings as well. But, one thing I just noticed right now, this is the first Skeletor in this toy line that does not have a Havoc staff at all. So they went completely you didn't have included a Havoc staff for this particular Skeletor. But there you go, guys. There's a... like I said, it's a pretty cool idea. Like, it was a little too late now. I think they should have done this from the beginning. But I did kind of understand why they were trying to go for that vintage 80s style look with the arms and with the legs. Because, if you remember the 80s style He-Man, you could not bend at the elbows. You couldn't bend at the legs. But, it does keep that power attack feature. It does have a nice cloth, fabric right here in front right here. And this is my final, final Skeletor in this scale, you know. I do have a couple other Skeletors in the line from the CGI show. I wish he also came with a cape as well in the back, but it does not. As you can see also in the back of him, you can see He-Man. And this particular He-Man is also, and I've done a review on this He-Man as well. And this He-Man, like this Skeletor, is like this similar packaging as well. You know, it's more out in the open. You can actually, you know, move it around and, you know, get a feel, you know, for it. Move the head around. And it's not a bad plastic, guys. You know, I would like, but I wouldn't like, you know, do too much. I feel like if I keep on like moving the head around, I feel like the horns on him are going to break off. But they're not. I don't think so. I don't. It's a good solid plastic, and like I said in previous, you know, CGI reviews, like this is more kid friendly. You know, this is more for the kid collector. You know, it's a great start to collecting. You know, He-Man. You know, in you know a good starting point, I would say, for the young collectors. You know, out there. You know, in the family. One more shot of him before we close up right here. Or sign off. Alright, guys. This is it right here. This is my final Skeletor in this, you know, like I said, which is kind of weird. You know, I wish this line could have continued. I really do. Unfortunately, it's now done. And like I said in my previous video with the 2-pack, I feel like down the road, you know, this is like I said also before I get this is my third favorite modern day He-Man collecting line. You know, of course it's Origins first, then Masterverse, and then this. And this was good for what it was. You know, it's all done now, but it did give us a variety of different figures in different vehicles. He gave us his own Castle Grayskull in this toy line, and I feel like down the road a ways, it's going to be one of those lines you're probably, I hope, it's going to have some value. It's going to, you know, because this is probably, I feel like this is going to be the forgotten Netflix show. You know, to me personally, I feel like, you know, the Revelations TV show is the one people will think of first, or the Revolution show. When you think of Netflix, then it'll be like, oh, wait a minute, there was a second, yeah, it was Revolution, and people like, no, there was another one, you know, it was a more CGI He-Man show. Like, really? And I feel like, hopefully by that, you know, the fact that, you know, it's now done, that hopefully in years to come, it's going to have some value to it, you know. But I think it's going to have value no matter what, because it's He-Man, you know, this is over 40 years of this incredible product. So, you know, hopefully down the road a ways, you know, this will pick up in value because it's now done. And hope it's going to be hard to find, you know, in-boxed and stuff like that. So, fingers crossed, I hope it, you know, it does have some value down the road a ways. And I'm happy to collect it. But I am sad it is done. You know, the show, you know, it took the core He-Man, you know, that all of us love about him. And it changes it up a little bit, you know, for the, I guess, the new generation of, you know, of viewers and collectors. Something a little different. There you go. There's a look at Skeletor as Skeletor Reborn, or Skelegod, if you wish to call him that as well. This is their version of Skelegod in the CGI show. Alright guys, I'd like to take the time now to thank my subscribers. If you made it this far in the video and subscribed, please subscribe, guys. I love talking with you guys, all things Masters of the Universe. From the CGI show, to the Origins line, to the Masterverse line. Hit that thumbs up button, that like button, guys, and thank you so much for doing that, guys. I really, really appreciate that, guys. And I love reading your comments and stuff like that, especially the comments on the gripes and the letdowns and all things. You know, I love reading your comments and stuff like that. They're amazing. Thank you so much for commenting, and I love hearing your opinion and your overall feedback. You know, thank you so much. share this video, guys, who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe, like the CGI show here. You know, it's still a great show. This is still a great toy line, guys. And also the Origins is amazing, and Masterverse. And over 40 years, we got the 80s, and we got the classics. We have the Super 7s. We have Mondo. We have Funko Pops. You know, Super 7. You know, and everything in between. You know. So, guys, I hope you guys have a great Thursday. And I'll see you guys on Friday. And, yes, don't forget to hit that notification bell, guys, real fast. And so you know I upload new videos. And tomorrow we'll be looking at, which is kind of a weird one, their version of King Hiss. Yes, if you saw my previous video a couple days ago, you saw the version of King Hiss. And, yes, it's kind of a weird one, you know, a little different. But we'll take a look at him in the packaging of King Hiss. It does have an action call out, so I cannot wait to do him. Okay? So, guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me today. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Take care, guys, and have a good one.